make that winning move?
The whole last lap, I went easier the last lap, and it was the opposite of what I did all weekend, and went just a little bit slower trying to stay on track, and I let AJ catch up. So it didn't feel good getting. I remember him bumping me, and then I bumped him harder back.
Coming into this weekend, what do you expect from the Cup car? Because with this new package, one thing we heard from Phoenix was that the car was a little bit more comfortable to get sideways. Do you anticipate that translating here at all, if that was your experience?
Wasn't comfortable for me. We were struggling, so we really just struggled for balance and grip at Phoenix. So definitely have went to work, and we've been on this continuation of working, and hope that we bring more grip here. No, I didn't feel any more comfortable at Phoenix. I obviously felt a lot more comfortable last fall.
You get with the track limit in Richmond if you didn't feel comfortable at Phoenix.
My team at Trackhouse will go to work, and they have been, and trying to build grip into the car, and with the grip and the balance, for me, comes speed. If I can drive it confidently, it's when I'm uncomfortable and I'm sliding awkwardly through the corners is where we don't make speed. They've been working.
Did you get a good feel of the track limits? I mean, the same rules as last year, but they kept kind of going back and forth. Having that practice yesterday, did that help you at all, you think? Kind of making sure you know where to go and where not to go?
Really good. Yeah, really good. Yeah, it was so good to be in the Nice truck. And I got called twice in practice. The first time was on purpose, trying to find the limit. The second time was also on purpose I didn't want to change. I just wanted to try to move 2 inches over, and then I had to finally, I gotta take a step back here for qualifying and just go the long way around to make sure I don't get dinged. But I'll go back to aggressive here, get my cadence of lefts and rights, gas and brake. In the Cup car, it's going to be different. But they're back to just the S's, and turn 8's covered in dirt.
So will you get penalized, or not penalized, but will you go off track today just to see?
100%.
You will. Okay.
Yeah. You darn right. And we'll figure it out after or during practice for that second session. But expect to hear the one car call for track limits practice one.
During the race, how do you balance that aggression to maximize the lap time, but also balance the risk of that penalty?
Balance, risk, reward. If we're going for the win and we're right there, trying to get position on somebody, I'm pushing it to the edge of the rule. If we're just trying to get to the next fuel stop and there's nobody right around me and I don't really need coming to the stage break, or we're going to pit and then we're going to cycle out with 3 seconds either side of us or a second, then I'll move over 6 inches and I'll go across the rumble strips normal.
How do you expect the new restart zone to affect the restarts and the chaoticness that we saw last year? Do you think people will still dive bomb a little bit?
No expectations. I'm going to learn with everybody else. I walked on the track yesterday, and coming off of turn 20 in the truck at speed, it's right there. So most of the field will still be turning in turn 20. I'll be watching live just like everybody else will, but I'll just be in the car.
Ross, how do you look at the start of your season in general? We're 5 races in. It's a little bit of a pretty good sample size.
Yeah, I'm okay with it. There's definitely we've left points out there, but every driver, even Larson leading, can say I left points out there. So I'm fine. I know the speed we have in our cars. Now, like I talked about a minute ago, Phoenix, we didn't have the balance. We didn't have the grip because it wasn't balanced, all 4 tires. But we get that settled in, we'll be just fine. And this first road course, right, with the new aero package, we had to make changes to the car from how we've raced here the last 2 years. And even when the package was the same, we make changes. So we will we'll continue to learn with this car. But Daniel and I have 150 plus employees going to work for us every day. That's all I want. I want them to wake up, be excited to go to work, and we have that at Trackhouse. And obviously his win is a huge catalyst for getting the season going right for the whole shop. I'm happy with it.
Those changes with this package, how would you describe them? Are they slight? Are they more drastic than you would have thought?
I don't really know. I mean, I feel like our balance was just off. So we just didn't have the weight and the way the tires go into the track at Phoenix. We just didn't have it worked out right. So it's okay. We're allowed to miss every now and then. I don't understand what the change actually does to the car. I don't begin to claim that I know how all this works, or even that and I'll tell everybody I'm not the one bolting anything together. I don't have wrenches in my hands, but when we go drive them, there is a difference. So we're learning that.
Ross, with the fact that NASCAR Drive for Full Speed has given a lot of ratings to NASCAR, and you played a big role with that, what's it like to see like all this engagement with people learning about the sport and learning about you?
Yeah, we tried to just show the group, the camera group that filmed us, a little bit of everything. So you saw the farm, you saw the track, and then you saw the odd stuff of swimming. And what they didn't show was the 6-mile run right before the swim and the bike rides the next day. So like I said in there, I don't know if that makes me a better race car driver, but I know that I'm trying to be. So yeah, I fill my days and weeks and my life with this career right now. It's a lot of sacrifice from what I see other people doing, but I don't want that. I want what I've got, and I'm right where I've wanted to be. So I don't want to trade it for nothing.
A long ways from what you did in Xfinity, though, when remember you were just fighting to survive.
That's right. It was I was a salesman then, trying to sell sponsorship and sell myself to team owners, and now Justin Marks, Trackhouse, they have me fully funded for a long time.
You were out there for truck practice and qualifying. How was the change from the new repave sections of the track?
Yeah, it's great job. The seams and going from old asphalt to the new is I can't feel it. Now there are already some bumps in the brake zones and stuff, which is good. I love character, but yeah, I think that so on the hood of my truck is Texapa, so it's the Texas Asphalt Paving Association. So it's one of their members that paved it. They're paving 3 wide, like with 3 pavers, which they pave 1 lane at a time normally. They put 3 units together and pave the corners all together to keep the seams tight. The hot mix can go together better. So it was cool to be on the track after hearing about the experience they had paving it in the standards that COTA demands of them. So yeah, not as much grip in the truck as I wanted. We'll see in the Cup car. We were really loose in the Nice truck.
Thank you.
This is Harrison Burton, driver the number 21. Make sure to hit that subscribe button. Also, check out one of these 2 videos beside me. Visit frontstretch.com for more racing content.